what they call this one, the integrative programming technologies, project specifications, and rubrics. So as you can see, you will see here your the course code, the title of the course, and the description of the course. So as you can see here, this course provides understanding of different programming paradigms, the concepts and its applications. It covers the study of
Sir,
designing basic controls. Yes.
na unsa pa ni sir kanang nag-kuan pa ka na pa ka sa BB.net nga window?
Wala na.
Ako nawala ako, nag-delete ako.
Oy.
Sir, excuse sir.
Yes,
Di
man.
ma-send sa messenger.
O sa Gmail na lang nako.
Quit ako sir, balik ako dayon.
Sa Gmail mo sir.
bmarcel@gmail.com.
Sir, individual maning ko answer no.
Oo, mao na to
Project.
istoryahan. Oo, mao na to istoryahan ron. So, now, mao ni ang course outcomes na i-check nako sa inyong projects. Makita no, course outcome.
Wait lang sir.
Kita ninyo course outcome number 1, use
Yes,
and design
Wala pa ako
graphical.
sir.
Wala.
Wala pa ako.
GUI.
Makita nimo Jean ninyo.
Yes sir.
Lawrence
Kita.
Andili. Anyway,
GUI.
Ako sir.
so
Yes,
if
sir.
naman mo i-access ato na,
Makita.
pwede to nyo i-open. So ang course outcome mo niya ang mga things that I'll be checking on your project. So course outcome, use and design graphical user interface. So yan, that's number 1. Choose appropriate programming language for the project. So although sa VB ra ta nag-focus, but then again, the same lang na siya kung mag C# mo, and then also na ako i-provide na Java tutorial katong sa same folder. Pwede to nyo i-access. Then apply OOP or modular based technique. So mao ni atong gibuhat. So dapat naka OOP, naka module based. Ayaw tong traditional na way of coding na ang tanan.
Sir.
Yes.
Excuse me sir. Ang amo nga bang project sir pag once ngayon ani ang amo ang pasa kay matik na diretso sa psychology sir, dili namin need pag-present sa amo ang final exam. Amo na lang diretso ipasa
Sa dito sa unsa ni?
psychology. Dili nami magkuan for example mag-present sa imuha sa mo ang project.
I-present ninyo i-present gyapon, which is next week man ta mag-presentation.
So individual sir no?
Oo.
Individual presentation.
Pero same lang mo ERD. Oo. So, di ba grupo man mo. So, let's say ang mo as a group mag-uban mo og present, and then lahi mo pag lahi yung design sa inyong sa inyong UI. Syempre lahi man mo technique in solving problems. Lahi man mo og utok, so dili jud mo, most likely di jud mo magkapareha og design. So mao nang I chose that way kasi ang pag-develop magog ERD dili po na siya basta-basta inana kadali, no? That is why later on i-check unta na ko yung ERD kung naka-normalize ba or wala. So
okay naman na to sir? Okay naman na to ana ni Sir Duran. Siya man among ano.
Sure.
Okay na daw. Anak mo to siya. Anak mo siya sa mga Anak mo to siya sa mga dili na daw okay na daw mong ERD.
Sir.
Okay
na sir, na-send na.
Check na ko na later on. Kanisang project specifications sa itong ano. So next is mo na ni no. So mo ni ang upat ka course outcome that I'll be checking para sa projects ninyo na CRUD. So wala siya transaction, not required. CRUD lang, mga basic, maka-insert, maka-update, maka-search, and maka-delete. And of course, ma-incorporate and ma-integrate na to atong database sa atoang programming. Now, kung napansin nyo dire, how many are you in a group kani sa inyong database?
3 sir. 3-4 sir.
3-4. So ayan, students can form a group of at most, although nakabutang ri at most, so na may 4 ka sa inyo, sige 4, at most 3 members in a team, and then each team must design a normalized ERD based on the proposed study. So na-read na nyo ni, nabasa na nyo ni. Each member of the team must create and design different UI of the proposed project. Then the team and the student must design and create an advanced application. Advanced yun, no? So basic application, then either any of the following categories. So pwede ani, and then ayan. So unsay sulod sa inyong project. So title, sorry, and cover page, project context. So naay sample ani later on. Project goals and objectives, ERD, prototype, source code, and sample input-output. So remember, mao ni ang sulod sa inyuhang project, isa-isa. So ang parihan ninyo dire ang inyuhang ERD. Most likely inyuhang project context, goals, and objectives. Siyempre, ang lahi niyo prototype. Pero pwede po mo maglahi or mag-differ sa diriha sa project context. Although,
Ay,
I'm
sir,
sure,
sir.
yes.
Ang among presentation, sir, is by group lang gyapon pero namin isa-isa nga amo ang gibuhat.
Yes, kumbaga, ang inyong the way mag-present mo is let's say grupo mo ni let's say si Jean, si Philmar and Lawrence. So as a group, you are going to present your projects. Now this is your project context, this is the project goals and objectives, this is our ERD naka-normalize, and then individual na dayon mag-present. So this sir, ako mauna, this is how I created GUI, designed GUI for my program. So mao ni siya na siya code every table. So the next na pod another. So basically dito sa design magmatter kung yun. Sa design does not only limit to to kanang color sa UI, mga text field, but the way you organize your components sa UI. Di ba naman ko design na pag maingon tag design mo limit sa color o sa na. But again, rather than diha ta mag-focus kay unsa nyo pag-plaster ang inyong mga components, imong mga UI components sa imong program. Do you follow? Do you get me?
Yes, sir.
Naiuban na kani nga form is duha na ni ka table ang gi-solve ani. So naiuban na kani nga form isa ka table din kanina form isa ka table pero sa isa ka student gi-merge niya ang duha ka tables or tulo ka tables into that one form. So pwede ana ang approach. So again magmatter siya sa inyuhang logical thinking depending on how you design, no? Kumbaga your creativity is the limit in providing prototype or based on your project. So kani. And then yan prototype, so i-screenshot lang to niyo inyong mga UI and inyong forms and then source codes including your module, which is mo na pinaka-importante. And then so this is how you will be graded. So based on katunas course outcome, yan, then inyong assessment ninyo if during project presentation, by technical writing evaluation, which is almost kamutanan, the same lang, entity relationship diagram pareha, and then prototype ang lahi. So now, with regards to how you will be graded, so mao ni siya ang grading sa technical writing evaluation as a group. Okay, so yan no, meets the intended purpose, is well organized, so on and so forth. Sa ERD, the same gihapon, and then sa prototype diri mo maglahi. Okay, so individual ang ratings ani based on what you have. ERD man din for prototype based on what you have presented. And of course here sa software solution rubrics lahi pod ang inyong individual pod ang ratings ninyo dire. And then these are general programming checklist katong if you are able to utilize comments no to para maka mo readability sa inyong projects, if there are methods or object created, usually wala na object and classes because we use modular base. Ayan, so checklist lang ni siya. And then CMP is competent and NYC is not yet competent. It means it's not present in your project. So I'll be the one to do that while observing during your presentation. So morning sample, okay, project context. This is also in preparation of your artist, no? Maanad mo sa SAD in ani mangguna introduction. So instead of introduction, ako ibutang project context. So what is inside of project context is unsa inyong motivation in creating that project. So asa man yung client, ayan, ibutang nyo dira. Tapos i-describe ninyo ilang process. Tapos how are you going to solve it? So maghimo mo og records management sa inyong na client. So pwede inyong client will be kanang fabricated lang. Fabricated means you will be the one to decide kung unsa man, or if naa jud na actual na company, much better, which is sa inyong SAD pag mangita man jud mo company ana na i-solve ninyo ang problems within the company. And then sa project goals and objectives, although dungagan ta nako ni project statements and project problem statements, pero wala na lang. Diretso na lang mo sa project goals. Sa inyong goals, why you solve or why you address the problem. So although wala tay problem na gisolve, but we will assume na ang problems na gisolve ninyo is because of the efficiency, no, ang paspason sa process kay it's slow because of manual processing. So kailangan na to i-increase ang efficiency sa ilang process by 95%, improve the operational efficiency of distribution, or depende sa inyo kung nabay distribution. And if daghag customer complaints because hinay, so i-decrease na to na siya, and so on and so forth. So at least tulo ka project goals and objectives, okay na siya. Now, ERD, prototype, and references. So ana lang. So mao na ang sulod sa inyong project. Okay? So let's get started. Na email na daw ni unsa ni. So check na ko. Okay. By the way, question so far? Nay question? Nay question sa project ninyo?
Wala, sir.
Wala. Okay. So Dara Filmar, si Pet. Kaning Pet or kaning ikaduha?
Itong kadua, sir. I-forward na ito.
Wala man day sulod ning isa. Kani. Okay, sige. Alright, thank you. Biyahon sa nako. Okay, so balik ta sa updev. Yun, Dara. So this is the 2022 lagi ni. 2011. 2012. Wait Kay bugat ang 2022.
Nag-share screen ba ka, sir?
Oo.
Wala. Saan man ako? Ay, nga nung wala man.
Nga nung wala. Pag ano daw, refresh niya, balik.
Sige na, ikaw nagkuha na ko. Nag-quit na ko niya. Nagbalik mo ra gyapon.
O ba?
Internet
How
ra
about the
na-
others? How about the others?
Naon, sir.
Okay pa sa mga sir.
Naaman daw.
Dara, sir.
Okay, sige. Muna ingon na, pag-deliver na lang, Jod.
Yo, magkuha na ako. Search niya na akong cellphone.
Kamay pa. Wait, asan na ako to save? Wait. Where are you? Dara. Okay. Yun. So, this time, ato ta sa so this is what, in case, no? So, in case na inani ang inyuhang, so this, di ba, ang DB Pet SQL na to kay naa sa, like, somewhere, no? Dito sa to ang, I mean, this one is not actually stored. I check sa ako kung naba ni sa ako ang database. So i-open nato di, and then let's go to admin. Okay, so let's go to PHP my admin if that is present. Ayan, so based sa atong gibuhat last time, it's what's the name of the database? So dbpet, ayan, dbpet. So let's check there if naa ba siya sa atuang PHP my admin. So it seems like wala. So this is how you will import it. So first, so mao ninyong number 1 tan-awon jud kay most likely mag-transfer mo og unit. So gitudloan ta mo last time how to export. This time i-import ninyo ang SQL. So example ana ni no db underscore pet. So create mo database. Once you have created the database, i-import ninyo tong SQL, which is katong sa gisend ni Philmar morning db underscore pet. Okay, we will check we will import that there sa where we actually stored it in our drive. So right here, pet management, and then db pet. Kasi if you don't import it, once you run your program, mag-error siya kasi pangitaon niya siya na database. Okay, so now I guess we're all set, and ang problem lang nato dire is pila lang ni ka table. Isa lang. So ang table nato ani is table pet. So what is the let's go to the designer. So mao ni siya ang iyahang ERD. Okay, so let's say for an instance we're going to have owner, no? Magbutang tang isa ka table na owner, kumbaga ano na to, who is the owner of this particular pet. Yan. So atong ibutang na. Okay. So now let's go and check. Let's create a table right here. Create a table. So let's name the table as TBL owner. And then let's have kanilang siya. So owner ID. Let's say we have owner name. Then owner, let's say gender. And then owner address. Okay, sample lang kana na lang atong anohon. So now we are going to put a data type for this one as well as this one. And then let's have the length here, let's say 12. And then let's have here 20. This one will have 6. This will have 30. Example lang. And then let's make this as primary key. So ayan. So himo na tong primary key si owner ID. And then, okay, this time maghimo tag foreign key. So in order for us to create foreign key, dapat each pet is owned by the owner. So ang isa ka pet is owned by ang ato na lang relationship sa ani would be one owner may own one or many pets. So pwede siya mag-own og daghang pets while a pet is owned by one owner. Okay? Although literal dapat many-to-many relationship. Meaning to say, ang isa ka pet pwede daghang owners. Example, mag-asawa mo. So duha mo ka book owners. Pero usually ang i-record na to ana kato lang isa dili na duha. So one-to-many relationship lang para dili lisod. So with that one-to-many relationship, ato ani siyang i-diretso save. Yan. Maghimo ta og another ato ta sa tbl pet, and then let's create here another column. Okay, so add dito ta sa pet. Mag-add ta og isa ka column right here. Butangan nato og structure. Ayan. So let's create one column and let's name it as owner ID. So katong owner ID sa PCAS kani himo na tong foreign key here in the table pet because we would like to we are going to connect this two table, no? The owner and the table. Yan. So let's have pila kay ito 12 to, no? 12. And then yeah, that's it. And then let's save. So this time nanatay owner ID sa atong pet. So yan. And then let's go to designer. So click lang yun yung table and then go to designer. So you will have here the two tables. Are you guys following? Guys, hello?
Oh.
Okay. Sige, so i-connect nato ni si owner ID, i-reference nato kay owner ID sa PCAS relationship. So, yeah, if you try to observe na ay something error because this pet kasi has already records, and if you're going to reference them, dapat wala limpyo ang imuhang records. So mo nang 'di ba, I've told you about dapat imuhang table before mo mag-insert og mga records, dapat naka-normalize na and then na-plaster na daan inyong database. Mo nang inana ka importante ang this database designing. So let's go back to table pet and then let's erase check nato ni check all. Where are you? Check all. Yan. Check all and then delete. Yes. And then let's go back to designer by clicking the table and then designer. Ayan. And then create relationship owner to owner ID. So 12, what happened? Index on column. What happened? Owner ID, TBL pet, structure. Edit sa nato ni si owner ID. Okay. I-try. Okay, sige. Balik sa ta. Just wait for a while. So, muna akong di ganahan sa diri sa PHP may admin, no? Dahan kay restriction. Mas straightforward diretso. Mag-alter table lang ta ni add reference foreign key. Dali ra kay ni dito sa command prompt. So, anyway, owner ID to owner ID and then yeah, by the way, kani sila cascade, set null, no action, restrict. So if you want to restrict the delete, kung mag-delete magud ka og I don't know how to explain this one, but to make it simpler, kung mag-delete kag record sa pet, no? So since nagka-relate na ano sa relationship, either mag-null ang katong gi-delete nimo na record diri. So example, mag-delete kag record sa owner ID tapos naka-relate siya sa table pet. So mag-null siya or mag-cascade. So ma-delete siya dire at the same time ma-delete po dito sa PCAS. So kung i-restrict nimo na siya, much better, no? Restrict or i-null ba nimo? Yan. Or pwede po nimo siya i-set null for update or restrict nimo siya for update. So usually inana ang ginabuhat nato for but that is what we call referential integrity in database, no? Referential integrity. So wait lang, balik sa nato. Referential integrity, no action na lang. What happened? Nganong dili niya ni dawaton? Ayan. So there you are, nanatay relationship. Ako na lang siya, wala na ako siya gibutangan og what they call this one, wala na ako siya butangan og iyahang restriction. So the connection now is kani siya, if you can observe or notice morning one to many. Ayan. So one too many. So this is the primary key and this is the foreign key. Anything na na-ay record diri will be referred here. So example, mag-record ta sa table pet, no? Mag-insert ta og value. So mag-reference na siya dito sa owner ID dire, no? So wala man siya value for our owner, dapat nasa tay value sa owner. Example, insert ta diri sa owner, we'll have here, let's say 111 Steve, and then gender, gender male, and then owner address is Mako. Ano ba spelling sa Mako? 112 11. Okay. And then let's have here female, and then owner address is Compostela. Okay, so let's save that records. So go. Okay, so let's go back to our, so we have now the records 111 and 112 for our owner. So since naka-reference niya sa ato ang table pet, whenever we insert a record to our pet, so let's say 101, okay, let's say Mart, male, let's say 12, breed is, let's say, Dachshund, price, it's, let's say, 5,000. So now you can check here, no? So na siya ay naka-bind na. So dili na ka pwede makabutang diri og any value sa imuhang owner because it's reference to your owner table. So pili mo dira, let's say si Steve ang owner ani na pet. So the same with kung mag-add mo other record. So this is how you do recording here in database. Now, what if syempre no naman ta diri as a programmer dito jud ta maghimo sa diri ta mag-insert og record. So how do we do that? Mao na inyong question. Mao nang pinaka question ni Philmar as he's mentioned. By the way, kung mapansin nyo, every time maka-reference na inyong table class, maklickable na ni siya, no? Dara, i-mouse over lang ninyo na makita niyo ang info na this is ownership of Steve. So meaning kani si 101 ang tag-iya ani nga pet kay si Steve. So kung gusto ka na mag-add kag another pet na owner gyapon si Steve, pwede nimo na siya makita dire. Pwede nimo siya another owner si Steve. Let's say 102 then another pet si Steve gyapon owner. So let's do that here sa atong program. Okay? Are you guys following?
Yes, sir.
Tama ba, sir?
All right, so now let's add one more record here. I mean one data or one, what they call this one? One field which is corresponding to our TBL pet. So butang ta diri, this is owner. So kinsay owner daw kunuhay, no? Kisay owner na i-assign na to ani na pet whenever we add. So of course this will be pwede siya na, what they call this one, pwede na text field, but much better kung naka combo box.
Combo box.
Oo, so i-name na to ni siya as CBO owner. Now, dili na to i-display ang owner kung kinsa ang atong, so if ever na kinsa man tong mga owners here, that's also one that is these are also the list there that will be listed here. So kaya ibutang nato ni siya as ang display drop down style ani would be simple na to. I know, not simple. Drop down list para dili ka ka-type og any other. Kaya mag-error na siya kung if you allow user to type any other what they call this one. If i-allow nimo si user na mag-type og any other records from here. kasi naka-reference na biya na imong program. Okay? So with that, let's go to our pet here. Yan. And then first natong buhaton is kailangan mapa-display nato to si dito sa atong data grid. So how do we do that? So for us to do that is as simple lang. All we need to do is ato ala na i-copy paste si display record, and then instead of data grid, i-display nato siya sa combo box. So let's say CBO na lang na. Okay? As combo box. Ayan. So ayan. So 'di ba last time i-display nato siya sa data grid. This time i-display nato siya sa combo box. So now right here, okay, punta nato diri CBO dot data source. Now karon there is this what we call binding. No? So since naka-reference man si owner dito sa table pet and table owner nimo na database na table sa imong database, kailangan po nato mag-bind diri. So in some programming languages, it is really difficult for you to bind. In fact, ang uban mas lisod, impossible siya i-bind. Kaya ang uban maghimo sila og really another class to do that. But with visual.net, dili na ka you don't have to do that because the framework itself is ready for binding. So pero how do we do that? So number one, kailangan nato og ang source nato is gikan sa data grid, data table. So this type, wait lang, na medyo saba sa sana. So natay value member, okay, is equal to dt dot item, sorry. Ayan. To string. Hello, are you still there? Guys?
Yes,
Apa
sir.
sir?
Oo. So if again so that